Hello guys, welcome to Ferdinand Tutorials. In this video, I'm going to be explaining to you the important mistakes that you should avoid while writing your literature review, which is in your chapter 2. Now, it's not just enough for you to go into a football field and then having in mind that you want to score goals. The way you score those goals is also important because if you use your hand as a player to put the ball into the net, it will be disqualified. That's the same thing as writing your literature review. It's not just enough for you to go and write 20 pages, 40 pages and all that. The way you write those things are very essential. So looking at the mistakes, the first mistake to avoid while writing your literature review is copying and pasting full paragraphs from research articles. Generally, undergraduates try as much as possible to, go and look for a particular, research work that are closely aligned to theirs. And then the easier way is just to go and copy and paste. That is a bad mistake to do. Try not to do that. Are we together? I've told you several times that when writing your literature review, what you are going to do is that you try as much as possible to look at different articles that portray the same thing as your topic. Are we together now? Say for instance, you are writing a project on GCMS analysis of ethyl acetate extract of onion skin. Now you can go on Google Scholar, are we together now, or ResearchGate, and download articles that are closely related to that your project. It might be GCMS analysis of cassava extract. It might be GCMS analysis of pawpaw extract. It might be GCMS analysis of maize extract. Now, copy those particular articles. Are we there now? Download them and then try as much as possible to read them. As you are reading, you are getting out insight. Are we together now? And now, when you are reading insight, remember that you must cite the individual that have written that insight. You don't just go and copy the insights and post. You must cite the individual. Are we together? Those are things you need to understand in your literature review. So copying a particular work and then dumping it in your literature review is very bad. You shouldn't do it. Are we together now? Now, the next mistake that you should avoid when writing your literature review is mixing unrelated studies without clear connections. Are we there now? When you go online and then you see different studies, don't just go and download and put because those individuals did the same work in 2024, 2025. No. Make sure that any particular work you are going to cite in your topic, make sure it's directly related to the work you're doing. Are we together now? Say for instance, you are writing a work on FTIR analysis of maybe cassava extract, and then you go online and then you see a closely related work. When you cite that work and then you're imputing it in your research article, why you are going to impute that work in your research article is because that particular work is related to what you are doing currently. Don't just go and cite a work and then download and drop there. No, the work must be related to what you are doing. Are we together now? So that is a mistake we must avoid, mixing unrelated studies without clear connections. Now, also using outdated references. Another mistake individuals or final year students usually make is when they usually use outdated references. Now you go online and then you see references of 1940, 1950, 1990, 1970. Please try as much as possible to avoid them. I'm not trying to blow out the work those people have done in terms of contributing to sciences. No, they've done a lot. But this is 2025. Are we together now? There are recent articles that have been published, recent development, recent discovery. Why not cite those individuals and then make your project be more optimized and up to date? Are we together now? Now, another mistake to avoid is writing without citation. I mentioned it here. When you are writing a particular work, make sure you cite the individual that have said something about it. Are we together? Especially your literature review, because in literature review, we usually cite individuals. Are we together? Literature review is all about reviewing literatures, existing literatures, what have been done before. So when we are trying to review this literature, we will cite individuals that have already written something on that particular topic. That's citation. Are we there now? When you write what they've said without citing those individuals, that's plagiarism. We must avoid plagiarism at all costs. So we must cite the individual. Citing them simply means mentioning their name. Something like Okoro Eta, you open bracket, say what they've done, or something related to your particular work. Are we together now? Not linking the literature back to what? Objectives. If you've not watched that my video on chapter 1, which is introduction, try as much as possible to go back, watch the video. It will help you to understand this particular statement. In every research that you do, you must understand your aims and objectives. If you don't understand your aims and objectives, that means you've not started. So in that chapter 1, I explained how to write your aims and objectives for any given topic. So when you are reviewing a particular literature, make sure that at the end of the day, the literature you are reviewing will actually drive you back to your objective. Let the literature you are reviewing not draw you out of what you're trying to do, because that is the end goal of your research. Are we together now? So these are 5 mistakes that you must try as much as possible to avoid while writing your literature review. In my next video, we'll go deeper with my PC. I will show you with example how to review literatures. I will do it as a final year student. So don't click off. Make sure you subscribe and click on the notification bell so that YouTube will notify you when I upload that video. And if you've not liked this video, please do well to like so that YouTube can recommend this particular video to every other final year undergraduate science student. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again in my next video. Bye for now.